The room didn't just look expensive, it felt expensive. Power had a scent, polished wood, designer cologne, and fear hiding smile. He didn't blink. Adrian Blackwood, a man who built empires and buried anyone who stood in his way. Serafina Vale, elegant, untouchable, dangerous enough to make kings nervous. That red dress, it wasn't fashion, it was a warning.
Effective immediately, our companies will merge.
The room erupted.
Before the empire, before the world learned to fear their names, before magazines printed their faces beside words like visionary and untouchable, there was nothing glamorous about Adrian Blackwood's life. There was hunger. At 22, Adrian lived in a one-room apartment perched above a noisy mechanics shop. The walls were thin, the ceiling stained with old leaks, and the heat unreliable. A threadbare couch served as both bed and desk chair, its springs digging into his back as he hunched over a battered laptop night after night. The machine whirred like it was on its last breath, its screen cracked in the corner, but it was the closest thing he had to a partner. Code spilled from his fingers in relentless lines. Algorithms, prototypes, ideas no one had believed in yet. He didn't mind the doubt. Doubt meant people were blind. Blind people missed revolutions. Failure, however, was unacceptable. Adrian had grown up watching his mother work herself into exhaustion, believing loyalty would save her job. It hadn't. The lesson stuck. Talent was currency. Emotion was debt. If he was going to escape this life, it would be by force of intellect alone. You're wasting your potential, a professor once told him after class, shaking his head. Innovation requires funding, connections, support. Adrian had smiled, polite and distant. Support could be bought. Weakness could not. Across the city, Serafina Vale stood in a mansion that no longer felt like home. The marble floors were still polished, the chandeliers still sparkled, but the silence was wrong. Too heavy, too final. At 21, she had learned the cruel difference between wealth and relevance. Her father's once mighty empire was drowning in debt, swallowed by bad investment.
You're not investing in an idea. You're investing in inevitability. The systems you rely on right now, they're slow, reactive, fragile. Built doesn't compete with them. It replaces them. This isn't a product. It's infrastructure.